What up, guys? Welcome back to the Emulator Review. Of course, joined with Steph and Joxer. And I don't know what we should do the video on today.
I'm not sure either.
Maybe I should do a review of a video game. Maybe I should do a review over some hardware. How about lots of hardware? Yeah, this is my plug-and-play collection, and this is, over the last probably 2 years or so, which doesn't sound like a long time when you look at all that are here.
I didn't know you need this many.
Yeah, there's a lot. And the thing is during the 2000s primarily, which is what a lot of the dates are on these, they just went buck wild with this stuff. And any licensed franchise is gonna get a plug and play, any way to cash in. And definitely our good friends at Jax Pacific are pretty much, I'd say 98% responsible for this. I'm not mad at that. I think it's fantastic. There's a lot of really good stuff in here, and there's a lot of really bad stuff. But you gotta remember that plug and plays are designed primarily for kids. I think that's the big thing there. I didn't really have any interest in plug and plays until about 2 years ago. We were up in Seattle for PAX and we did the I Hate You video with Metal Jesus Rocks, and he had us play this right here, the Hannah Montana, I call it the butt plug. And we had a fantastic episode. If you haven't checked that out, please go check that out, subscribe to him, he's fantastic. But we played this plug and play right here, and it's a skateboarding game. It was fantastic. And I kind of fell back in love with them. I mean, did you ever have plug and plays as a kid growing up at all?
No, never. I've never even heard of a plug and play until I saw that video.
Oh, wow, okay. So it's new territory. Getting back into the collection, now you can find these. They're pretty much readily available here at thrift stores and Goodwills. You find them anywhere between $1 and, what, $6?
Yeah.
Typically?
$6 max.
So, again, just we wanted to showcase some of it. There's so many to go over, so we can't physically do that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about some of our favorite ones. I have some favorites, she has some favorites, and then we're gonna just do an overview of some of these. So I guess starting in the overview, I mean, you've got everything from obviously Star Wars here, which these ones, I really like the Star Wars ones.
The Star Wars ones are good.
I mean, you played this one, Darth Vader one, a lot. As a matter of fact, you hold a world record on one of the mini games on there.
I can't even remember the name of the mini game.
But you played it for like an hour or something, just racking up the score. But that's really cool. These three are pretty similar in what games they offer, but just the casings are amazing. I mean, Millennium Falcon, Darth Vader, and R2 there. That's really cool. You've got everything from Atari, which this is fantastic. This is like 2,600 ports here. You've got the analog control. Is he digging in China? He's digging in China.
He does that when he wants to get comfy.
I don't know. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't. What's funny is he does that, and then he lays somewhere completely opposite of where he just dug. Anyway, so you have the Atari. This is modeled after the 2600 stuff, which of course you have the superior analog control here for Breakout, Pong, Night Driver, all those fantastic games. We played, well, I guess I should say, we sat down last night and played pretty much all of these.
All of them.
And her idea, and I was kind of like, oh my god, we cannot play all these, but we did. It took us, what, like maybe 5 hours, 6 hours? I don't know, all day.
Yeah, I thought that was a lot longer than that.
Yeah, may have been. But yeah, so we kind of got the feel for all of these and what they have to offer. So, but those are some cool ones over there. What do we have over here? Anything exciting over here that you see that stands out to you? What, Shrek?
I knew you were going to say that.
I see his ears, his little beady little ears.
Actually,
Let's talk about that one. It's cool.
Granted, it doesn't look like, it looks kind of weird. Shrek has his ears sticking out. They're kind of rubbery.
Yeah, it's weird. And no face either, just a green head ball.
Yeah, I'm surprised this actually stayed intact.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's a really fun mini game in there. It's mini golf.
Mini golf.
6 rounds.
Yeah, 6 holes. All right, what else over here that you see that you like?
Your very favorite, Thomas the Tank Engine.
That is actually kind of a fun little kid's game. You drive around on the tracks and you try to deliver things, and there's a guy like, oh, Thomas, it's a need of great urgency. Please deliver this to my butt, you know? So he doesn't say that.
No.
X-rated version he made. What else over there? Anything cool?
A lot of Disney movie or Disney licensed ones, I will say.
Yeah, Disney's all over this.
Like Pirates of the Caribbean, and then like Disney character.
Yeah, we have basically like the Disney ones. These two are, we're talking about this one here and this one.
Yeah.
It's basically like you have 5 different mini games, and you have what? Okay, there's Lion King, there's Aladdin, there's Donald Duck.
Yeah, there's Minnie Mouse.
Yeah, making cakes and stuff.
Rick Duck.
Oh yeah, which was cool because he actually uses a cane and you jump around. You basically, it's like Peggle. What is that game? Peggle Jump. What is that?
Doodle Jump?
Doodle Jump, thank you. Yeah. It's like Doodle Jump. So you're Scrooge McDuck and you have to just jump up and get coins, and you have to keep going higher and higher where this electricity beam is chasing you. I mean, that was pretty cool. At least they kept it in the same theme as DuckTales.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, I think those were very well made. All those mini games.
What else is cool? I mean, you mentioned Pirates. I don't know, is that one of your favorites?
It is. It's really in-depth, actually. You basically just drive around in a ship and go to each island, and there's mini games on each island. There's fighting, sword fight one. There is like a maze, like a jumping, like over obstacles.
Like Indiana Jones, like arrows shooting at you and stuff. Yeah,
trying to collect treasure. And then there is a one where you shoot cannons at oncoming ships.
Which actually, that really is a good plug and play.
And it is. I actually enjoy it a lot.
What's neat is go ahead and open it up. Show them how it opens up. Mm-hmm. It's really cool too. It opens up like that.
A compass.
It's so neat. And so the middle is the joystick, and then you got A and B buttons there. But very, very cool stuff there.
I'll say half the fun about owning these plug and plays is just how they look.
It's very true. It's very true. Is he digging China? He's going to town. We good? We clean? All right.
Thinking about it.
And then we have franchises like Midway, and this is the Mortal Kombat plug and play, which...
I'm sorry.
Yo, we good? We good? Mortal Kombat. This is Mortal Kombat 1, and to tell you the truth, this is a really cool port of the first Mortal Kombat. What's neat about it too is on the back of it, it has an adapter. So if you have a cable, you can plug that in, and then if you have another one of these, you can basically daisy chain them and play multiplayer, 2-player, which is really neat. And a really good port of that. So I like that a lot. I mean, there's EA Sports here, which is a port of Madden 95 and NHL 95.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, take that for what they are. It's cool. It looks like a Genesis controller.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty neat.
I don't know. I liked NHL on the Genesis back in the day. I had the new one, I believe.
Oh yeah. Oh, even older.
Yeah.
Even more brutal. But yeah, no, they're fun. They're fun. All right, so that's one of your favorites. I guess I can talk about one of my favorites here. I'm gonna have to say this right here. This is a pinball. This is a classic arcade pinball. This one here is done by Jackson 2004. This here, first of all, it looks amazing, and it's in the shape of, obviously here are your flippers here. It's got buttons on the top, so you can do left and right up here. You can do left and right here. What's neat about this one is that it has this down here to launch the ball, and it's also analog. So in game, you can just barely pull it, and you'll see it on screen just be exactly as you are. And that is so neat. I don't know, it's so cool to me. But I love pinball games, and this is quite a fun pinball game. The camera angle is really nice on it, and it just plays right.
It's so unique. There's nothing else quite like that.
Very true. All right, so that was one of my favorites. Why don't you hit it with another one of your favorites?
It's actually this SpongeBob driving one. Finally, a racing game. I am decent.
Oh, no, you're good. Give yourself more credit. That's a fun game, though.
It is actually surprisingly a lot of fun. Actually, all the SpongeBob plug and plays are really good.
Very true.
I have a lot of fun with this one. You get to choose, I think, like 6 or 7 different drivers, all the characters from the series, and drive around collecting coins. And you get like power-ups and boosts that you can use against your enemies, and
I mean, one thing to mention, one big major thing here is we have now stepped into motion.
Yes.
So the biggest thing about this is that it is motion control, and you wouldn't think a plug and play would do very well with that. It surprisingly works, I'd say almost perfect. I mean, it's awesome. Handles so nice, and It really is fun, and it looks good too.
Yeah, and it's comfortable too. I like that a lot.
Very cool. Let's move on. I want to talk about...
Oh wait, before you do.
Okay.
It's also really in-depth. There's like different courses, and I think, how many were there? Like maybe...
How many courses?
Anywhere between 4 to 6 courses, and there's like 3 levels within each course. Like
Oh yeah, there's just tons of play value in it.
Yeah.
And you have to collect X amount of coins for each level, like 250 this level, 400 this level.
To continue on.
Yeah, and if you don't, you have to replay it. I mean, in a way, for a kid, that may be a little steep, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's good.
What else here? I want to talk about this one here. This is probably one of my favorites that I have here. This is the Ms. PacMan, the Namco plug and play here. And what's great about this is it has Pole Position, Galaga, Mappy, Ms. PacMan. It's got a bunch of games on there. But what's really cool about this, and anyone who loves Pole Position, you have to have this because for one, it uses this joystick here for analog control, and you twist it to the right or to the left. No other, they've even ported Pole Position to the consoles with analog control. It is not as accurate or as fun as it is here on this plug and play. I love this. Gosh, well, I don't know what more to say. It's just a fantastic little game.
It's quite brilliant how they managed to just get that analog feature.
Yeah, it is. And a lot of people don't even know it's there. Like, there's a little sign here that says twist control. If you don't see that, you miss it. You really don't know it's there, and you're trying to drive, and why doesn't it turn? You actually have to twist it. Very, very cool. This here, I do hold the world record on this one, which is really cool. I'm proud of that. On the plug and play side of things, but ask anyone out there, go read reviews on it. Everyone says this is by far the most superior port of Pole Position you're going to find, period. What else you got over here? You got another favorites? You got some good stuff over there. This is cool.
Such a cool looking one.
What an amazing looking case, look at that.
I know, the ghost popping up from here, and this actually lights up when you turn it on.
No, don't keep your batteries in any of these, folks, because they will corrode and they will explode and then you're ruined. So, a little pro tip, always pull batteries out if you're not playing them.
Yeah, one of the best games in this one is like a driving the mystery van, going up and picking up the members of the gang.
Yeah, it's fun. It's the other games on there, I don't know, man. I didn't really care for the other games.
Some of them are like hit or miss, I will be honest.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like anything like with Scooby-Doo. I like mystery stuff, so.
I like him in the back, he's just chilling.
I know, he looks freaked out.
Yeah, he loves it back there. But a really, really cool mystery machine there.
Yeah, another licensed one.
Yep. Now there are a lot of Gameshow plug and plays. Of course, that whole scene is cashing in. You love, look at you over here. Yeah. She loves the Gameshow stuff. Obviously, the Wheel of Fortune stuff. She'll talk about that in a minute. But we have, like Deal or No Deal, which is really cool. And if you see here, it opens up. It's a briefcase. You've got the big red button that lights up to make a no deal or deal. You got your D-pad here. And it's just really, really cool. It's a fun game. It looks cool. And, you have things like Jeopardy.
Oh, this one's cool.
Which is really cool and comfortable, actually.
It's comfortable, and it comes with, all it is just 3 buttons. But essentially everyone gets, their own buzzer.
Yeah, so we sit here like this. Yeah, right? And
you answer in, and once you get it, you grab it and, enter in your answer.
Yeah, it's really neat.
It's so cool. I love these types of plug and plays.
So that whole scene really cashes in on this scene, which is great because I guess that takes us right into another one of your favorites.
Oh,
right there.
Fortune. I love this one so much. And okay, the fact that it's just huge, but it has a spinning wheel, and that's what you do to spin the wheel in game. Oh, it's so awesome. So awesome that they actually came out with the second edition one.
Which luckily we found.
Yeah,
which
we didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
And also the same thing with the spinning wheel. This is just one of those games where I can come home from work, just plug it in and just go at it.
Yeah, it's tons of fun. I love that analog wheel up there.
Yeah.
And really, if you play it and you don't spin it enough, it will say you need to spin it faster. It needs to make a full revolution.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you really have to get in there. It's just...
Though I will say it is a little bit cheap.
Yeah.
You do end up landing on bankrupt and lose a turn.
Man, like all the time.
All the time.
You did it like 4 times in one game.
Yeah.
That was redonk.
One round, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cheap. I'm going to move on and talk about probably out of all of these, it's hard to say, but I'm going to say that probably my most favorite, and big shout out to my friend Cody, who hooked me up with this. He was at a Goodwill here locally, and he sent me a text. He lives here as well. Oh, thank you. I had it backwards, didn't I? Oh, no. Well, yeah, I'm thinking I'm playing it.
Yeah.
My friend Cody, he sent me a text and the picture's like, dude, I found this, do you want it? Absolutely, this is so cool. And actually, this is something that was on my radar for a while. I've been wanting to get, and just never bought it new, because I like to try to find them used if possible. This here, Star Wars, The Clone Wars. This is a plug and play that also is motion, and it is a basically light gun shooter. And what's amazing about it is you hold it like this, and you have A and B buttons, and one are your lasers, or A is your lasers and B are your torpedoes. And what's so cool is that you play it exactly like you would Star Wars Arcade. Now, Star Wars Arcade was only ported on the GameCube, and it was like a bonus disc that you get in Rogue Squadron 3, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's one of the Rogue Squadrons that you'd get it. And even though they ported it, and I'm happy they did, the analog control just does not really, it just doesn't work right. You know, it's too touchy, you can't be accurate, and it's really frustrating. But this here, this is awesome.
Yeah.
It really, really is. And you can sit here and just, on screen, your aimer goes around, and it plays like Star Wars Arcade. If you are a fan of that, you have to own this.
Very smooth gameplay.
Yeah, totally. And you know, it even looks good. It doesn't look like a cheesy little plug and play.
No.
Graphics are really good. On point.
Is good.
Yeah, what is this? 2009. So, I mean,
That's pretty good.
sort of current, I guess, you know?
Well,
Newer than a lot of these. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, that's the Clone Wars. A fantastic little plug and play. Probably one of my favorite out of the entire bunch that I own here. But here's other honorable mentions like, you know,
Batman. Batman's really fun.
oh yeah, Batman is good. Why don't you talk a little bit about that?
The fact that it's shaped like a batarang. It's kind of comfortable too when you play.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
And it's the old Batman too.
Well, yeah, it's the Batman. The Batman.
The Batman.
And it's kind of cool. There's 4 different villains in the game, and each villain has like 4 different missions or quests that you have to complete. So it's pretty in depth, and there's, you know, basic beat 'em up brawls. There's searching for clues and evidence, which I always enjoy. It's kind of in depth for a plug and play. But
Yeah, I would say it's almost, it'd be borderline confusing for a young kid, I would say.
I think so, especially with trying to find like searching for items and things like that. I think it would end up getting a bit overwhelming for
I mean,
them.
first mission right out of the chute, you have to search everything, and you have to look under a bed and find a crowbar. Then you have to take the crowbar back to a locked locker in a completely opposite part of the map, and then open it with the crowbar. Like, I don't know. At a young age, maybe I'm an idiot, but I would not been able to figure that
And
out.
I didn't even notice this the first time I was playing it, but there's doors on the bottom of the screen.
There's a little black little like.
Yeah, it's like a little slit, but like I didn't even notice it until he actually went through one. I was like, wait, what is that? And I wonder.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
having so much trouble.
Yeah, it's rough, but definitely really cool gameplay in there, and a lot of gameplay too.
Yeah.
Like 16 games in total or something crazy.
Yeah.
Whack-a-mole, really cool, typical like arcade, you know, whack-a-mole stuff here. That's really cool. This is a Sesame Street. I thought it was a drum bongo game. I was excited being a drummer. It's like color matching. Crayola one's not very good. It's just little like coloring games.
Dora the Explorer is simple, but it's like a board game, which I don't know, I wasn't expecting it. I mean, it was really, really
It's like
simplistic.
a poor man's Mario Party.
No, it's for very young kids, like learning shapes and stuff.
Yeah, it is.
So,
yeah.
But it's kind of cute. I kind of like it.
Yeah. Well, since you said that about Dora, I can say that about High School Musical.
Oh, yeah.
Right down here in the corner. I've never seen High School Musical. I don't know what in the hell it's about. I don't know who these kids are, what high school they're attending, or when they're graduating. I have no idea. But what I do know is that game is kind of fun.
Yeah.
I like this.
And it's like a story-driven game, which is very rare with plug and play.
It is. Yeah, usually it's just kind of quick hit, but here I don't know their names, but you play this girl and you get in Sharpay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you remember that. Sharpay. You get in her like pink golf cart, drive around, wait for her cell phone to ring. When it rings, you have to go do things.
Like little jobs. Yeah.
Yeah, like go meet up with Billy, who's at the pool.
It's Troy. I
Ooh
think.
la la. My man's at the pool. So you go down there and you do things. You act as a waiter or waitress, and you're in the kitchen making food.
Or you're on the baseball field dancing.
Oh my gosh, yeah, baseball field. Man, there's all kinds of really weird mini games in there, but story driven. And we were playing it. I'm like, man, this is kind of fun.
Yeah, you were playing it a lot longer than I was expecting.
Me too.
Yeah, I was like, I'll plug it in and, 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, especially High School Musical.
Hour later.
You think it's just something really corny, but it is corny, but it's kind of fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
What else here? Okay.
Favorites.
Oh yeah, all right.
This Popper, this is Jockster's favorite too. It's like Barbie Pet Rescue Adventure, I think.
Speaking of playing plug and plays for a long time.
Oh my god.
She beat this game, I think.
Yeah, this is the one plug and play I've actually sat down all the way and completed. But you're Barbie and you run a pet rescue center, and you have to receive phone calls. People tell you there's a bunny outside and he looks tame, and you go in your Jeep and you ride along.
Which jumps, by the way.
Yeah, which
Boom.
jumps.
Boom.
And you rescue the bunny, and then you bring the bunny back. You play mini games, bandage it up, make it feel better. And then once it's 100%, you bring it back to the owner. And I played this religiously until I beat it.
She had like 20 animals in her rescue shelter. And you go through and they're all like hungry, you gotta feed them, some need, nursing and...
Yeah, some are sad and you play games with them to make them happy.
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
And the fact that it's like a popper, it's not very comfortable while playing.
No, the D-pads are just 4 buttons.
Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah, it is.
But it is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. And you love pets.
I do love pets, which is probably why this is fun.
And it's
one
Barbie.
Of my favorites. And it's Barbie, yeah.
She loves it. How can you go wrong? Gosh, I think that really wraps it up. There's some light gun games here too. There's buck hunting, which is really fun.
Yeah.
There's a Star Wars.
Oh, your motorcycle.
Yeah, motorcycle over there. It's a really terrible game, but it's cool. It's handlebars with brakes up there. Keep it just
Also
for that.
motion.
Yeah, also motion, which doesn't really work that well. I don't think it's Jax. I think it's somebody else.
Yeah.
Golden Tee up front, which is cool. Not really a fan of that. I love golf, but that just doesn't really work right. It looks terrible.
And then the Star Wars blaster one.
Yeah, that is cool. That's like totally a light gun game. Mm-hmm. Very cool looking Star Wars blaster gun. That's probably the coolest looking gun I've seen on a plug and play. Very cool.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. They're so much fun. All this stuff is cool.
I forgot to mention this was actually done by Mattel.
Oh, was it?
Not Jax specific.
Okay. Yeah. So if we missed one or you want to know more about something, just ask, and we will do our best to get to you in the comment section. I'll let you know about them, and we can go from there. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the plug and play overview and collection.
And clusterfuck.
Pretty much the plug and play clusterfuck. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and thanks for watching. As always, feel free to subscribe to us here if you like what you're watching. Follow me on Facebook, The Emulator Review, Instagram, jason.heine, the EMU Review on Twitter, and the all-new HeineHouseEntertainment.com website, which is live now. So, I think let's play some plug and plays. Let's go. Let's do it. You're going to beat this all over again.
I know.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'll play this. I has only one.
Would you like to spin the wheels? Maybe this should be our...
I'll buy an O. I'll buy an O face. May I spin again?
Of course.
Don't look at me when I'm spinning.
Bankrupt.
Oh!